They were right there when Tower 1 came down.
We go into the various surrounding buildings.
Hello! Anybody on the street? Hello! Come to the light!
Trying to calm people down.
Stay where you are. Stay here until you hear different.
Directing people to go to the Brooklyn Bridge to get off the island.
Everybody please evacuate the area immediately.
There's people crying. People injured. The one that sticks out in my mind is there's a guy, his arm had looked like severed here, and he was holding his right arm in his left as he was running. And he was screaming as I was hiking, I need a medic, I got a bad bleed. You know, and that kind of shocked me. We kept going. I checked all the rigs. There were rigs crushed, paramedic trucks covered with rubble, flipped. Fires burning everywhere, huge fires. That whole day I just searched through rubble, lifting things up, checking underneath.
It was hard for him. It was very hard for him. He's only been a firefighter for, a couple of months. But he proved himself that day. To all the guys, yeah.
There was so much that we didn't know about that first day. Who had attacked us, how, why. All we knew is that nothing would ever be the same.
I must have saw about 7 or 8 bodies flying through the air, coming from 80 floors up.
And then, of course, the images of the replay that never stops of the planes hitting, the towers coming down. And it was like, okay, enough TV. Thankfully, the power went out about that time, so it was a relief.
This generator maybe in the courtyard, and then we'll hook the lights into it. I got 2 more sets of lights coming.
The entire downtown Manhattan lose power. It was really this feeling that we're going to be there for a long time.
At the firehouse that night, we just tried to take it all in.
It's weird, like, look at the date.
9/11.
That's the date.
But that's just it, the whole thing. They know we're all ready for New Year's Eve. They were all ready for this. We're all ready for that. We're not ready for September 11th.
Has anybody seen the news? What else happened?
You know what? I'm afraid to watch the news.
The both towers are completely level.
Both towers, 3 buildings are falling.
I think they disconnected
What's going on? 4, 5, 6, 7 is gone. They're all gone.
The roof of the Marriott, we were on the roof of the Marriott. There was parts all over the fucking place. Legs, feet. It was nasty.
You all right, brother?
Yeah, I'm all right. One of the things that sticks with me more than everything I saw is I sat down next to Ted. He looked real bad. I said, Tony, man, it was raining bodies. And just the way he said it, man, the man had been through hell.
Good evening. Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts.
It's a very depressed, dismal, miserable mood. Hundreds of your firemen, thousands of civilians are gone. As quickly as you blow out a match, they're gone. Flip a switch, they're gone. That's it. Those buildings came down. Gone.
See them. It's hard to believe they're not there. They're not there.
This was my first reaction.
They're gone.
There is no more World Trade Center.
No.
It did happen, right? It's not something that I'm going to close my eyes and open them again and I'm going to see the tower, right? It's not there. You know, and the only thing you have really, and the only thing that really kept it all together was us as a group, as a body, as a firehouse.
Around midnight, we sent Tony up to lower the flag to half-mast. Again.
There's going to be a lot of pain to deal with in the future. I have a pretty good friend who was in my academy class in my squad, who's among the missing. A lot of guys, we all lost friends and family. I don't want to ever have to put that thing at half-mast again for the rest of my career. That's it.
Until the recall ends, it's 24 on, 24 off, 24 on, 24 off.
We got word that we'd start digging in the morning. Some of the guys with wives and kids went home, just for a few hours. They knew it might be days before they'd see their families again.
My son was sleeping. I picked him up and I put him in my bed, and I wanted him to be with me. And normally I would take him out of my bed and put him in his own bed, but this night was the opposite. He didn't mind that. He actually had a big smile on his face, and it was wonderful to see that smile again.
Probably the best entrance I ever made to a place.
And the kids came out, and we just kind of all cried in one big hug. And it was, we just cried.
Came back to the firehouse the next day. I couldn't wait to get back, actually, because I wanted to get down there. I figured, well, we're going to have plenty of people that are going to be trapped, for sure. We're going to get them out. We always do.
I don't know if anyone's really pulled themselves together.
Focus on what you're doing today. I mean, time enough in a couple of weeks to really take in what happened to our guys. But today you must focus on what you're doing. Go in teams of two. One guy falls through a hole, you're gonna have a guy there that knows you fell in that hole. Take a ride.
We're all alive. That's more than we could have possibly hoped for. So our job now is to go and do whatever needs to be done, and do it as much and as hard as we can for as long as they'll let us.
Some of the guys took a city bus down to what the media was already calling Ground Zero.
You guys got extra surgical gloves? You guys didn't put them in your pockets.
Some firemen called it the pile. For us, it was still the Trade Center, even if it was gone.
Hey guys, if you hear 3 horns, that means something might be coming down. So keep your eyes open when you're walking around down there.